it continues and they like, you know, make it a few more months, I'd probably drive home for a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. I know. Everything. This is crazy. Just everything shut down like this is unbelievable. I can't. Well, what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna do an intro, and then I'm gonna ask you to, if you were introducing yourself, how would you introduce yourself? So be ready for that.
Okay.
I've been asking everybody what C are they using during this COVID-19? Are you connecting? Are you creating? Are you coasting? Are you conversating? What are you doing amidst this whole COVID-19 deal? And you know, for your business, anything that you have coming up that you want to share, kind of promote, let me know so I can ask a question or kind of, you know, lead it so you can organically share what that is. And so with that on there, we'll definitely highlight your website. Is there anything specific that you can think of that you want to share, promote right now?
I feel like I have so many moving parts. The biggest thing, we're trying to grow the Women of Faith and Business Network. We're offering more online events. We had one a couple weeks ago, which was really, really good. And so that's just a way to connect and collab with other women in business. So probably that. Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. Let me make sure I hit the record button. Brad, all that stuff was out there in the thing. Did you bring anything?
This bottle was in the same size tonight. We only did one size in the paint thing.
It didn't fall out in the back of your car? Look in the sorry. People here are messing with me. Brad, I don't know where it could be. Because we only have that one bag we took down in that chair, you know, like where we dumped all the stuff out of. I mean, I don't know where else it could be.
Sorry, Mom, we got it.
Okay, so are you guys gonna be softening down tones and stuff down there, over there?
Oh, wait till I get done cutting this mic.
All right, Steph, I'm gonna start the time. All right. All right, well, thank you, Facebook and family. We are here today. You know, this is Michelle Guines, Purpose Publishing. I am coming to you with these Let's Connect sessions, and I'm introducing to some, presenting to others, authors, entrepreneurs, really kind of sharing what are we doing now that we're in this COVID-19, and how are we making great use of our time. And so today I am talking with Stephanie Bauchum. And Stephanie, welcome. I'm glad that you had the time to visit with me today.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm glad you're on. So Stephanie, I like to have everybody, if you were introducing Stephanie Bauchum, how would you introduce her?
Oh, wow. I would say that I am a creative who likes to dabble in quite a few things. I am in the childcare industry as well as the business industry as far as nanny. And then out of that, I created my own apparel line and lifestyle brand. And then I also have done some networking groups. And so we recently just launched the Women of Faith and Business Network. So I'm kind of a serial business owner. And it's just something I've been doing for a while.
Nice. Well, welcome to the conversation, Stephanie. Glad to have you. I am reaching out to different authors, entrepreneurs, really just creating a space and an opportunity to share what a lot of people are doing. And so you had mentioned, well, let me ask you this first. What are you using amidst this whole COVID-19 pandemic? Are you creating? You're creative, so are you creating? Are you connecting? I think you mentioned to me you're doing some collaborating. So share with us what you're using right now.
Can I use them all? If
Yes, you
possible.
can.
Okay. I feel like
Yes.
I'm doing them all, and I've been doing them all for a while, but I've taken it all to the next level. I think that us being at home and away from each other has given us an opportunity to be creative, and that's what I've had to do. Just out working and things like that, and now just being in one place, I'm like, okay, what else can I do to still reach my target audience and to make sales and connect and create and collab? So that's just what I'm doing. I have taken what I have already and marketed them in a new way. Instead of doing in-person events, I'm doing online events with each brand, and it has been wonderful. It has allowed me to connect with people in a new way, and so it's working and it's fun. So I'm all of those
Yeah.
things.
Now that's nice though. And that's good because, they say that necessity is the mother of invention, right? So we
Yeah.
have unique ways, COVID-19 comes in and you're like, okay, well, let's do this differently. And differently you're finding is work amongst
Yeah.
all of a lot of different industries. So I'm glad to hear that. So Stephanie, you have mentioned to me you are doing a women in business networking. So tell us a little bit about that.
So for years, I felt like I've always stepped out on faith and just kind of just put stuff out there, and it's worked. And so I realized that there are other women in business who have done the same thing. There are women who want to do the same thing, but they don't know how to kind of step out there. They just need direction. So my sister and I, early in the year, we had a brunch and had a panel of women of faith in business, and it was phenomenal. And so we had other
Mhm.
things planned, but of course with COVID, we had to move it online. So we had an online event that was phenomenal. And we're going to stay in that vein for a while just to collab. And it allows us to just connect with women all over the nation and the world, just to build a network, to step out on faith and do things in a new way. So that's what we're doing.
Yeah. No, I love it. It sounds like there's a group of us right now that we're in a mastermind, or yeah, in a mastermind group. And so we've been working on a number of different things, where people are putting their content together and creating their projects and kind of webinars and different things. And so I love the idea of collaboration because typically you can do more and faster, if you can flatten your own learning curve, with different things that to do. And you're right, there are a number of people that are out there who, just like us, the regular girls next door, girl sister friends who are doing well, want to do more, better, greater in some ways. And working together a lot of times helps us to get that done. So that's phenomenal. So tell me about, you have mentioned that you are that you also have a clothing line.
Yeah.
Did I say that right? Or brand wear? You say it how you said it so I can hear it.
So I have a lifestyle brand and an apparel line for nannies.
Okay. An apparel line for nannies, a lifestyle brand. I love it. I love it. So okay, so let's deep dive a little bit, Stephanie. So if somebody was looking to work with Stephanie or needs tools or resources that you have, what are those tools and resources that you have, and how do people get in contact with you?
Okay, so Nanny Tees, I have a few trainings online at nannytees.com. It teaches you how to get into the nanny field, how to thrive in the nanny field. We talk about contracts, how to work with families, find families. So we have those types of resources online. I have done some one-on-one nanny coaching. I also have done some placements with families who are looking for nannies, travel nannies, as needed sitters. So I'm kind of in the whole spectrum of the nanny industry. And then, of course,
Mhm.
the cute clothing line I started 5 years ago. And it's interesting because I
Okay.
started it in the middle while I was in between nanny jobs. So I feel like the season I'm in now is what launched me to start the nanny apparel line 5 years ago. And so I said, I have to create something. I have to do something. So I put one phrase on a shirt on two different colors, and nannies
Mhm.
loved it. And so I said, okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and ride this niche. Since I am a nanny, I know what nannies like,
Right.
I know what we need. And I said, well, I'm just going to create a brand. And here we are 5 years later, still thriving and doing well. We had an online slumber party a few weeks ago. via
Yeah.
Zoom, and it was wonderful. We had thousands of nannies tune in, and yeah, it was great. So we are doing
Awesome.
great.
I love it.
Thank you.
Stephanie, you know what? So, all right, so let's talk a little bit about getting started, because of the things that you have shared with your Women in Business Network, your lifestyle brand and apparel line, the Nanny Tees coaching and development, helping, recruitment and all the placements and such that you are doing. If you had to share one thing, two things, with other women who maybe they're online, they're kind of watching what different people and stuff are doing now, what would be the best piece of advice that you would give to somebody around getting started?
It's advice that somebody else taught me, and it is to pick one thing. Because as creatives, you have 1,000 ideas and you can get overwhelmed. And I've done that before and stressed out. And when I started Nanny Tees, I literally just had that one shirt and 2 designs. And from that, I was able to build everything else. So starting that one thing opened doors for me to, give the nanny advice, do the coaching, do the placements. So I would just say, find the one thing, do it well, and then expand. Because you don't want to overwhelm yourself in the beginning. And don't be afraid that you're going to miss out on an opportunity if you don't do everything right now. Your lane is your lane, and you will not miss.
Right. No, I totally agree with that, Stephanie. That's good advice. That's good advice. I know that there's always people that are wanting to do and can do more, because I always tell people, it's important, whatever your area of expertise is. And most of the time we've either worked professional jobs where we've gained expertise, or we've gained education and experience along with it. And you can find ways to monetize your area of expertise. And it doesn't have to be the same as somebody else's, but you can do it. It's just that, you say the one thing, it's identifying what is that thing that you have, and rolling with it and just getting it out there and just, take somewhere and you look, like even for us, this is the 10-year, we've been in business with Purpose Publishing now 10 years. Who knew back then that we was going to be still here and still doing it? But even now, even for us now, we're in a place where, okay, now it's all about scaling up, and what does scaling up look like? So awesome, Stephanie. I'm so glad that we had a chance to talk. So we are at our 2-minute mark. So I want to make sure that I have successfully given an opportunity so that Stephanie can shine here, and we covered everything that you have. So tell me, is there anything, what else don't I know? When I look up, Stephanie's got all different things going on. So what is it that we haven't shared?
Oh my goodness. I feel like I do a lot. I do some inspirational apparel with my sister. There's still the music side of me. I still love singing and writing. And I just do a little bit of everything. I'm going live on Facebook and talking about kale and food, and I'm always in my story. So yeah, Steph I feel like I'm just developing a whole life brand for myself. And things are moving in a great direction.
So Stephanie, how would people reach out to you? How would they connect with you? Website or your social media?
Yeah, so you can find me at stephaniebauchum.com, or if you're interested in the nanny world, go to nannytees.com, and that's TEES.com.
All right, so Nanny Tees and stephaniebauchum.com. Check her out. This is a phenomenal woman of God doing great and amazing things. And she gave us 12 minutes of her day. And so we are so grateful for that, Stephanie. We'll have to do this again.
Definitely.
And I want to connect with you on some collaboration things. And so I would love to, we'll have to set up a time so we can visit a little bit, so we can see where there may be a good fit.
Yeah.
So in the meantime, you take good care. Have a great weekend. And everybody, thank you so much. Stephanie Bauchum was here with us, stephaniebauchum.com. Check her out at nannytees.com, TEES. And I look forward to being with you again soon, Stephanie.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.